Very distinguished Vice President of the Institute, CMA Vishwarup Basu, Central Council Member, CMA H. Padmanan Bansal, Central Council Member, CMA Chitranjan Chattopadhyay sir, Chairman of Eastern India Regional Council, under whose invitation I am here, CMA Pallab Bhattacharya sir, Finance in charge, the Treasurer of the Eastern India Regional Council, CMA Nishant Singh, executives from the senior directors from the headquarters, officers from the headquarters, officials from the Eastern India Regional Council, faculty members, and dear students. A very good evening to all of you. First of all, I congratulate you means the foundation entrants and the people who have joined, the students who have joined the group 1 in this course. Definitely welcome to all others also, because you have already crossed certain stages, the group 2, group 3 and group 4 students. Welcome to you also here today. Finance, commerce is the evergreen area. Your decision or your parent decisions is excellent that you have entered into an area for which lifelong you will cherish. Businesses will continue, accounting will continue, and the related fields, costing, all other related fields, management, costing, and whatever you will be learning will continue for a lifelong. I cannot see the dead dates, it is lifelong, will continue. What your education as a CMA will lead to, though you have joined the course, but maybe you have not foreseen after qualifying what, whether campus interviews only or something else. Something else. What is something else? Anybody can speak? After qualifying, either you can go for a job which Padmanan sir is saying, the executive. I'll add on further more words to it. When finance manager, further enhanced towards general manager, director, and the very high levels also, starting from the executives to the top. Alternative is, you don't want to work under anybody. You don't want to work under anybody. You want to be your own boss. You can have your own office. The beauty is, the time is yours. But time is yours doesn't mean that you will be spending lesser time than when you are in job. In the practice, that though the time is yours, the days are yours when to work, when not to work. But the hard work is there. Maybe when the due dates are there, the responsibility, you are a responsible person as a practitioner. That responsibility you have to work at times, late nights, and further hours also. So both options are there. Maybe going for your own office. The decision depends on your, maybe the family background, your own self, and that angle. If I talk of me, I qualified 23 years back. Day 1 decided to be in practice. My angle was, I cannot work under anybody. That was my angle of decision making. Despite the fact, in the first month itself, I had a job offer 5 times what I was earning. Still I decided, let it be a 20% earning than a job, but I want to be my own boss.
Yes.
Then looking at my quality of work, definitely in your practice, you have to show your quality when the clients come. Within the first few months of my practice, what hard work I did, the job offers started coming as good as 10 times of the job salary prevalent at that time. 10 times of job salary, whereas I was earning only 1/5 of the normal salary. I'm not speaking the word, because since you are recording all the things, words, rupees doesn't matter here, the percentage you have to pay. The normal job, people were getting X amount. I was earning hardly 20% of that, whereas I had a job offer about 10x. But the decision was very clear. I'll not leave my city. I want to be my own boss. Why the job offer scheme? I help certain clients in their plannings of the work, taxes, where I had helped them in earning, the genuine earnings. I still recall as good as the 60 lakh rupees at that time, 23 years back. When they came out for a 1 lakh job for me, when the others qualified people were getting 10 to 12,000, I don't want to be a slave. I've given you a 60 lakh earning, equivalent to my 5-year salary to you in few days. What you are giving me? 1 lakh? Two less, I don't want. I'm happy with my 5, 7, 10,000, whatever I'm earning at my home. This is your decision making, what you want to do. You want to be your own boss, or you want to go in for a job. These days, job offers definitely, we are having a high salaries, we're getting very good salaries. At our times, the job salaries used to be very lesser. We have campus placements at presently in 10 cities across India, which will be, by the time you qualify, it will be enhanced to the further more cities. Definitely good amount of salary will get there also, good regard, good. But the decision is yours to go for what type of maybe practice of the job. I shared the quality. In any case, you have to maintain whenever you are in the practice. Definitely for job, I'm not talking job quality, depends on your bosses, they'll give you training also. I'm present talking of the quality in the quality or hard work or responsibility in the practice. One more instance I can share, just 3 days back instance. You have to practical auditor, practically open eyes all the time, what will do. It's not only the study, not the office, maybe the job, maybe the practice. Your eyes should be open at all the time. So 3 days, one very interesting incident happened. I was at airport, one of the airports, and I am in the habit of going to the airport in the last minute for my flights. When I entered, I could see 5, 7 people. This much size hall was there, and 5, 7 people were just entering the aircraft, and all chairs were vacant. And one person was looking here and away. And he came to me. The moment I entered, I took the last year. It's just a 3 days back incident. I took the last year, waiting, let the 5, 7 people go. I'll go in the end. By the way, one person looking here and there. Sir, have you seen my boarding pass somewhere? What happened? Sir, I lost my boarding pass. He was so disturbed. He went to the counter. They were saying it's not possible. It is not possible for him to go outside the airport. He cannot go to the flight. How will he go to get the duplicate? I watched him for 1 to 3 minutes, and by the time the queue was over, I stood up and last year. The whole hall is empty. I just walked down 3 or 4 rows, and I just like this with my eyes just saw the sight. The same second I could see there's one paper like there. I took it and went to the counterman, and they were disturbed how to manage it. This is your boarding pass. How you have searched for it in 1 minute or so. I replied to the officials of the airways, I am the auditor. Actually, just 3 days back, not in the airport, or I can name the airport also, Chandigarh airport, just 3 days back. You have to be vigilant in all the things, whatever you do in your life. About the institutes, courses, alignments worldwide. The course is recognized internationally. We have MOU with certain countries and more are underway. The institute is a member of the International Federation of Accountants. And below the International Federation of Accountants, the regional body comes CAPA, Confederation of Asian and Pacific Countries. 24 countries body having 34 institutes within that ambit. Further coming to the SARC level, we have SARC level, SAPA bodies, South Asian Federation of Accountants, whose foundation day we are celebrating on 22nd at Hyderabad. We are member of all the 3 bodies, the regional, the local, regional, and the international level. To see that you all get the quality which will help you work in India or maybe at international level, we have in our training modules some communication skills. We have the computer training programs which you need to do seriously to see that wherever you're working, that helps you in your work in life. Maybe that more things are added in the coming days, like in the computer training programs. We may be adding in the coming period how to file income tax returns, GST returns, though we have in the syllabus how to file it practical, such type of software training we will be introducing in the coming period. one training, independent of this course, we are launching day after tomorrow. Maybe just after this all, we are going to sign an MOU with the SAP India.
Oh.
The training at a highly discounted rate will be offered to all of you. The details will be made available day after tomorrow at the website. Admission will be on. Otherwise, I can tell you the figure. It is 15,000 per student. 15,000 per student. It's highly discounted fees, especially for a CMA student. The portal for admission will be open day after tomorrow. This course will definitely help you wherever you work in India and abroad. We have also positions in the government, administrative positions in the government. There is a service called Indian Cost Accounting Services. Like we have other services in the Indian administration, we also have a separate service, Indian Cost Accounting Services, for which the posts also come, the job also come with the different timings. You have to keep watch on that also. You can go join the administrative services also. Now moving to your planning for the examination, prepare for examination, how to study. I'm taking up such issues related to it. What is the essential ingredient to pass an examination? There are more than one. First essential ingredient to pass an examination. Anybody want to speak some word? Any word from?
Confidence.
Yes.
Confidence.
We need to give him a very large size memento. In my 23-year career, he is the first person who has given the right answer to me. What's your name? Vishal. Fine, have a seat.
Garfa, sir.
You can join his.
Come.
I have my independent lectures on how to pass examination, how to prepare for study. Definitely today I can give you some tips, not the full-fledged. I'm not aware which type of confidence he spoke. Now I am elaborating the confidence one. So can you explain the confidence which you talked? Can you explain further any one sentence on confidence?
Determination and hard work.
I'm asking you confidence को explain कर सकते हैं आप? Confidence, which type of confidence?
तब पास करने का कॉन्फिडेंस होना चाहिए, पढ़ाई का कॉन्फिडेंस होना चाहिए.
Have a seat. No, he's gone back. Fine. The confidence, what I was talking is confidence to appear in examination. If you see, I'm confident, I'll pass. It is called overconfidence, and it is definitely detrimental to what people hear also.
Conflicts.
The essential ingredient is confidence to appear in examination. I have seen large number of students in different courses. I'm not talking of my course, different courses, including this course, prepare for their examinations, and by the time the examination comes, so I was not well for X number of days or Y number of days, or my syllabus is incomplete by X percentage or Y percentage. I'm not going to appear, I'll prepare next time and I'll appear for it. A simple point is, can you guarantee next time? Can you guarantee next time pass? The answer is no. It is whether you are prepared 100% for the examination or whether you are prepared 10% for the examination. Never miss an examination attempt. I repeat, never miss an examination attempt. Even you have prepared 10%, what do you do after sitting at home for 3 hours on a particular day? Rather go and try for 3 hours, definitely 4 examinations in 4 days. Now, can you pass by preparing lesser percentage? suppose you are prepared lesser and you are not ready to appear in examination, because I am telling you never miss an attempt, you are going in examination, can you pass? Or I should ask otherwise, if you are 100% prepared, can you pass?
If I don't know that, how can I pass?
Answer is again no. Meaning that your passing doesn't depend whether you are 100% ready or slightly lesser ready, or maybe, I'm not talking percent, you are lesser ready. It depends on the situation in the examination, whether you are able to respond to the questions in that atmosphere. It may happen sometimes you have practiced 500 questions of a particular subject, maybe practical questions or accountancy or costing or school. You are unable to solve that 5 or 6 questions coming in the examination. If the atmosphere is different, the mindset is different on the examination day. On the other hand, you may have practiced only few questions, maybe 5, 10 questions. So you never know. You are a paper attempter. You are not. Don't become paper checker. Don't become paper checker that I am not prepared. I will not go. You try your best in the available 3 hours. Whatever is you are prepared. Never miss an attempt is the final conclusion of this confidence, what I was talking about. When you will become a cost holder, suppose a person who joined, I am talking to a group 1 students. Anyone from group 1? Yes, tell me. Anyone from group 1? Raise a hand. Anyone? Group 1. आप कॉस्ट अकाउंटेंट कब बनेंगे? आप खड़े होकर आंसर दे सकते हैं. जैसे अभी आपने एडमिशन लिया, तो अर्लीस्ट पॉसिबल कॉस्ट अकाउंटेंट कब बन सकते हैं? आई एम आस्किंग द डेट, लाइक योर एग्जामिनेशन इज व्हेन यू विल हैव फर्स्ट एग्जाम. पहला एग्जाम कब होगा आपका? कब होगा?
दिसंबर 14 तारीख को
फर्स्ट एग्जाम. दिसंबर और जून. दिसंबर 2019. इस तरह से कैलकुलेशन करेंगे तो कंप्लीट कब करेंगे?
डबल ग्रुप तो
बताना चाहिए व्हेन यू विल बी एबल टू कंप्लीट. दोज हु हैव जॉइंड ग्रुप 1 नाउ, व्हेन दे विल बी एबल टू कंप्लीट कॉस्टिंग. एनीबॉडी एल्स हु वांट टू स्पीक?
जून 2021 जून
21 जून. इसका स्प्लिट बताएंगे, जरा स्प्लिट करके बताइए.
दिसंबर में
फाउंडेशन दिसंबर ग्रुप 1 से बात कर रहा हूँ, जो ग्रुप 1 की एडमिशन ली है. आप बताइए.
In December, the both groups were clear, and after the 6 months articleship, whatever, and the next December, the final
They are
both
not
will be
aware of the attempt when they are going to pass, but what is the target? Have a seat. Anybody else? आपने पहला एग्जाम अगर दिसंबर में देना है तो कंप्लीट कब करेंगे ओवरऑल 4 ग्रुप? कोई भी बताना चाहिए. चलिए ग्रुप 1 से नहीं पूछ सकते, आप बता दीजिए मुझे. ग्रुप 2, ग्रुप 3, 4 स्टूडेंट्स बताना चाहेंगे कोई?
1 2 3
When you will complete your CMA,
साल
you
और
join now.
2.5 साल बाद.
Anybody from
2019 तो चला गया, तो 2020 21 2021 जन 2021 निकलेगा. दिसंबर 2021.
Communication is missing. Communication with the student is missing. Those who have joined the course now, they can go for the first examination in December 2019. Whether 1 group or 2 group,
If one group,
both groups are also allowed. Those who are not aware, दिसंबर में आप 1 ग्रुप भी दे सकते हैं, 2 भी दे सकते हैं. 2 करने हैं, दोनों की क्लासेस ज्वाइन करनी पड़ेगी. मॉर्निंग एंड आफ्टरनून क्लासेस होंगी. You can give both group examination also in December. But you have to attend both groups classes, the one in morning and one in the afternoon. And if you pass in the December 19 examination, both group together, December 19, both group together, if you pass, when will your group 3 examination? Your result will come in February.
June 20.
By the time your admission or
6
the
months
next step will go, the June will be the cap period. Interfinal, there is 1 cap. If December 19 is the group 1 and 2, you can go for December 20. Again, group 3 and 4 is possible.
Yes.
December 20, यानी February 21 में आप कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंट बन सकते हैं. Not even 2 years. जो तो एडमिशन इन जुलाई. अगर आप दोनों ग्रुप इकट्ठे देते हैं, you are not aware of these things. You may appear in group 1, you may appear in both the groups. You select your path. If you decide 1 group or both groups, you have to take a call on that. Whether you can prepare both groups together or not, you take a call. But the vision should be clear when you are going to be qualified cost accountant. I was surprised. You have taken the revision and not aware of the conclusion. Fine. Considering this, you plan your strategy, maybe one group each or maybe the two group at a time, you plan your strategies. While discussing the competence point, I will just discuss one point. Sir told me that she came here for lamplighting or so. For the president, each and every student is equal. From there, I could see one of the young student was coming for lamplighting. The other joined later, and the person who was ahead left the row and went back. It was my duty to see that confidence of the first student should not go and the student should come forward. Essential ingredient of examination, I have discussed only first, that is the competence to appear in examination. Can anybody speak any other ingredient other than competence, any other word? The second ingredient you can say.
Hard work.
I was waiting for this word only.
Smart work.
Determination and hard work.
I was waiting for the hard work only. I could expect that you will speaking hard work only. Yes, hard work is definitely there.
But also smart.
But I have to change that word. I'll come to the word later.
Smart word.
If I discuss the word, there will be 30 words at least. But today I will discuss only 3, 4, 5 only. Smart work.
Yes.
You have taken my words. You पता चल गया मैं क्या बोलने वाला हूँ. Today the hard work is replaced by the smart work. How to study? Hard work तो 100% student कर लेंगे. Pass कौन होगा? Can you guarantee if you have done the hard work you are passing?
No.
Definitely it's one of the ingredients, but hard work has to be, by changing time it has to be changed to smart work. I'll give you tips of the smart work also after some time. Another point which I'm discussing is how much time one should study. How much time per day one should study.
8 hours.
No. I think it's 2 or 3
How
hours
many
is enough.
time per day a student should study?
2 or 3 hours is enough.
6 hours.
5 hours, 6 hours.
No.
You should study
According to
daily.
the
That is the motto. You should study daily. Keep this in mind. That time
It is
depends on the circumstances. The time depends on the circumstances. Though most of you, I can understand you are not in any office or so, you have good time available. But the time may be 10 minutes a day. Time may be 10 hours a day. It is not in your hand. The optimum available time and planned time. You have to decide between optimum available time and planned time for study. If your optimum available time, if you are in job, I can understand most of you are not. If a person is in a job 10 to 5, how he can have 5 hours or maybe 7 hours? Optimum available time. According to that, you will plan for the planned time. 10 minutes is also sufficient, but please open the book daily. You should remember my words. Please open the book daily. Those who have joined the foundation and intermediate 1, you should pick up one subject today. You should select your one subject today. I'm talking today. Select one subject which you are not aware of. Select one subject which you are not aware of. And because I'm telling you, please open your book daily for 10 minutes. My mail is available. After 1 month, please respond on the mail, president@icma.in. Whether my suggestion helped you. Whether my suggestion helped you. One subject, 10 minutes only, because I'm telling you. Choose a subject which is unknown to you. This can be done by group 2 people and group 3, group 4 persons also. Select only one subject because the president is saying, study 10 minutes, open a book for 10 minutes, close it daily. And tell me after 1 month what happened to it. Which book you can go for study material only, our own study materials. And daily means daily. Tomorrow you should not say, sir, there was birthday in the family or my birthday or there was marriage in the family. I'm talking of the tips which I have used on myself, and in last 23 years I have spread to the students and successfully tested tips, I can say. I still recall a marriage of my real brother in my family, and locked the door. Lock the door and studied. Same. Never miss a day. That should be the motto. First I give you the confidence. Never miss a day should be the motto. One subject because I'm thinking, rest you plan. And after one month, you may change your strategy. After you read one subject based on buying, then you will understand why I told you. You can call me also, I can respond to you. How it helped, you will understand. Please do select today one subject to read 10 minutes. But no off. Among Saturdays, no off day. Whether it is a marriage or a family, or you are going for an outing or going to Kerala or the hills, take the book along. Don't worry. Keep a bill with a book with a pillow for 10 minutes for me. Now, coming back to the smart study which I started, the hard work or the smart study. The smart study means don't go random. Today, when you are going maybe for a movie or a mall or so, you plan in advance maybe. Today is off, we should go for X movie or Y. You plan for something, maybe you are going for a hills or otherwise. Then when you are going for a December 19 or December 20 attempt examination, you should accordingly plan from where I should start. Reading the whole book or a smart study. Smart study is basically going for the trend analysis is one of the smart work. There are a number of things which I may not be able to speak. Definitely after the some of the things where it's not possible for me to talk from this platform. Trend analysis is one of the smart study technique. What type of questions are coming, theory, practical, which chapter is important, what no. How you come to know the trend. You need to go to the old question papers, see the style. I've seen the students, by experience, are aware, yes, there are some old question paper, we need to see this time. But let us first complete our chapter or let us complete our book. And finally they reach the last month of their syllabus. They reach the last week and finally last day. रात को 10 बजे वो अब बुक छोड़ते हैं, अब देखते हैं वो कुछ पेपर होते हैं पुराने कैसे होते हैं. The 10 p.m. of the last day is not useful. The smart work is that while studying a book, parallelly you should know what you are reading or what you are reading. Understanding is the concept is one thing, but how to reply in a paper, what is to written there, definitely you need to refer to the trends. Trends is very, very important. From where to study is also a very common question. You just start from Calcutta and maybe you reach, sir, what is the nearest station, 500 kilometers? Or I can say start from West Bengal and reach Bihar. You may find 50 authors on costing or 40 authors on accountancy or so.